Good morning, students. Welcome to classes on economics of capital market. Today, we will be dealing with the topic financial assets. But before moving on to the topic, let me ask you a question. What is an asset? In financial accounting, an asset is an economic resource that can be owned or controlled to produce value, and it is held to have a positive economic value. So, an asset is an economic resource that is owned by a person or that is controlled by a person to produce value, and it is held by him or her to have a positive economic value in future. Now let us see the definition of an asset. According to international financial reporting standards, an asset is a resource controlled by the enterprise as a result of past events and from which future economic benefits are expected to flow to the enterprise. So, according to IFRS, an asset is a resource that is controlled or owned by an enterprise. They own or control this asset in order to get a future prospective benefit in the future. The enterprise owns this asset to get a profit in the future. So, in order to select which resource they have to keep in hand, they will analyze the past records of the values of the asset. If the enterprise feel these resources are profitable, if we buy that particular resource, it will be profitable in the near future. Such resources are controlled and owned or purchased by that particular enterprises. So now we know what is an asset. Let us move on to financial asset. What is a financial asset? A financial asset is an asset whose value is derived from a contractual claim. So a financial asset is an asset whose value is derived from a contractual claim. So in every financial asset, there is a contractual claim. There is a contract between two parties. And the typical examples of financial assets are bank deposits, bonds, debentures, and stocks. In case of bank deposit, there is a contract between bank and the deposit holder. In case of bonds, there is a contract between the company and the bond holder. In case of debenture, there is a contract between the debenture holder and the company, and so on. So, financial assets includes money at hand, cash deposits, checks, loans, easily marketable money market instruments like treasury bills, commercial papers, and capital market securities like bonds and shares. Now, some of you may feel that is there a contractual claim in money at hand? Yes, there is a contractual claim in money at hand, and Reserve Bank of India is liable to pay the value of money at hand. It is payable on demand. If you look at the currency notes, you can find a promissory clause in each and every currency, which is signed by Governor of Reserve Bank of India. So obviously, money at hand is a financial asset. Then another important fact is that financial assets are considered to be more liquid than other assets. Financial assets can be easily converted into cash. They can be traded in the financial market. So financial assets are usually more liquid than real estate and other tangible commodities and assets. Now we know what is a financial asset. Now let's move on to the peculiarities of a financial asset. To qualify as a financial asset, three important conditions must be met. So, for an asset to become a financial asset, it should meet three important conditions. The first condition, it should be something one can own. So, a financial asset is something that a person or an enterprise can own. Second condition, It should be something of monetary value. So, a financial asset should have a monetary value. And the third condition, that monetary value is derived from a contractual claim. So, there is a contractual claim in every financial asset. So, a financial asset should be something someone can own, and it should have a monetary value, and this monetary value is derived from a contractual claim. So these are the three peculiarities of a financial asset. Now let us move on to the examples of financial assets. So the typical examples of financial assets are the bonds issued by the government, the bonds issued by a bank, debentures issued by a company, even an automobile loan and a home mortgage is also considered as financial asset.